Hey folks, welcome to my Colts versus Ravens recap. Brought to you by Colts for Super Bowl 58. Colts win! Colts win 22-19. Minshew is completed 27 passes on 44 attempts for 227 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, took 5 sacks for 39 total yards. Rushing had 35 carries for 139 yards. Zach Moss was the leading rusher with 30 carries for 122 yards, averaging 4.1 yards per carry, including this includes that final drive where Zach Moss had a big run to get us in the field goal range. Receiving, he had 27 receptions for 227 yards. Leading receiver was Michael Pittman Jr., the third game this season. He had 9 receptions for 77 yards. Zach Moss had 1 receiving touchdown. Defense had 4 sacks, 6 tackles for loss, and 3 huge fumble recoveries. Matt Gay was a perfect 5 for 5 on his field goals, 4 from 50 plus, an NFL record. He kicked 3 from 53, a 54-yarder, and 1 in a 30-some-odd range. I think somewhere around 38 yards, somewhere around there. But these aren't impressive stats. The defense and the special teams, especially there with Matt Gay, those were the most impressive stats right there. Offense a little bit slow there, but we won in 2 out of 3 phases of the game. Obviously, technically we won the third since we did score more points, but defense and the special teams definitely showed out there. But on the Ravens side, Ravens lose 19-22. Lamar Jackson was pretty good. Jackson had completed 22 passes on 31 attempts. I wrote that twice, but for 202 yards, 4 took 4 sacks for 24 yards total. There, rushing, they had 37 carries for 186 yards. Their leading rusher was Lamar Jackson, as usual, because all their running backs were injured. 14 carries for 101 yards, averaging 7.2 yards per carry, and had both of their touchdowns via rushing. The receiving, they had 22 catches for 202 yards. Their leading receiver was Zay Flowers, the rookie. That was probably because he's their only receiver, really. He had 8 receptions for 48 yards. Not impressive. Their defense had 5 sacks and 4 tackles for loss. Justin Tucker made 1 field goal and although I forgot to add defense. Their defense did get force of safety there. So their defense did score 2 points. But Justin Tucker was 1 out of 2 on field goals, including missing the game-winning 61-yard field goal there at the end of regulation. That was a big field goal there, especially since last year, if you remember, he hit a game-winning 66, which was an NFL record for longest field goal against Detroit to win that game. Big deal there that Justin Tucker missed a 61-yarder. Mr. Reliable. Personally, honestly, I thought the game was over when they were getting ready to kick that field goal, but I guess you can't expect even Justin Tucker to make every 60-yard field goal. Clearly, there's limitations there. You could say maybe he's getting old or something, but every kicker has a bad day. The wind, I don't know. I wasn't at the game. The wind could have been blowing in the wrong direction. I didn't look at that entirely. I could go rewatch that. The wind could have been blowing in the wrong direction. Something could have been off with Justin Tucker in his head. Even the best has their bad days. If I was a Ravens fan, I wouldn't, you would just know that Justin Tucker is human. He's not gonna hit all those long field goals. It's just that. Overall, Colts go 2-1. This is the first time they go 2-1 or better since 2020 when they with Philip Rivers and they started the season 0-1 and then won the next two games. They now lead the AFC South thanks to Texans absolutely smoking the Jags in Jacksonville. It makes me wonder if Houston's just owns the Jags. No matter how bad the Texans are, no matter how good the Jags are, Texans just own them. Or it could be the Texans finally got something going with Stroud. Or the Jags just ain't as good as we thought. Maybe the Jags just did good against the Colts there because the Colts. It was the first game, head coach, first starting rookie quarterback. Could have been that. But Ravens lose. This is the Ravens' first loss of the season as they were coming off they were 2-0 coming into this game after wins. They had wins against the Texans and the Bengals. Now they dropped one. This is the first loss of the season. This loss was at home for the Ravens. I would say the Colts silencing doubters. If you watch the official NFL video predicting the game for this week, all 10 of them predicted that the Ravens would win. Side note, if you saw I picked the Colts to win, it is very evident that only Colts fans thought the Colts could win. Which you think, oh, of course, you're a fan, you think. I legitimately thought that we could win this game. And we did. Wasn't the score I predicted, though. A little bit low scoring. I was a little overestimated that. But I looked at this game so hard. I figured it would be a close game. There was of course, there was a point there. I thought we'd lost the game. It was right after we gave up that safety. Right after we gave up that safety, made the Ravens go up 19-16, and they had the ball with 2 minutes left, and we only had one timeout. I thought the game was over. But our defense held out. Our defense played a great game when we needed to, especially when our offense could only get it barely in Matt Gay range. Although he made them all. That was great. In fact, he made them all. I think I might have to buy a Matt Gay jersey. Only have one. Only have the Richardson jersey. But I think a Matt Gay jersey or something is needed. Of course, there's no way that he doesn't be the special team player of the week. There's no way. There's no way he doesn't become a special team player of the week, especially after that performance. If you look at it, Ravens injuries did hurt them. If you look at my preview video about all their injuries they had before coming in the game, during the game they had a defensive starter go out. I can't remember what name it was. Gus Edwards got hurt in the game. I'm pretty sure there's other injuries that I'm missing that I'm forgetting. But yeah, their injuries did hurt them. especially with their line there. The Ravens, you could say this was a trap game for the Ravens, but they didn't play like a trap game for the entire game at all. The Ravens have two divisional games coming up. They have a game against the Browns and a game against the Steelers coming up. Both of those games will be very important for the Ravens. They did beat the Bengals last week, so they're looking to continue their success against the division. The Colts do go undefeated in two-game road stretch. Um, the Colts did lost their home opener, which was the opening game of the season against the Jags, and they defeated the Texans in Houston, and they now just defeated the Ravens in Baltimore. Of course, the Colts have two home games coming up. They have a game against the Los Angeles Rams, who do play, I guess technically would be today or tonight, whatever, against the Bengals, who are currently looking a lot better than they did last year. So that'll be a fun game. I figure the Rams will probably be favored in that one, depending on how this game goes. And then they play the Tennessee Titans come to town. Although I will be at that game in person. So that'll be fun. Yeah, Colts do win next week. Now I expect next week to be loud there. I expect if they do win next week, I expect the Titans game to be rocking, packing, and going out there. I'm really happy. Really, really, really happy. But anyways, please like, subscribe, and comment about my recap. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Bye.